started out like a movie scene.
Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome. My name is Cambriea. We are getting a bunch of stuff done today, ton of motivation. I'm starting off in the kitchen because I had a grocery order showing up, and here it is. But I wanted to get the grocery order figured out first, but today we were doing a ton of cleaning and organizing, decluttering. It was definitely a teamwork makes the dream work type of day where I was tackling baby girl's room, Bobby was tackling the fourth bedroom, and just trying to get it all done. We had also promised the boys that we would go to Sky Zone this night, so I was trying to get everything done so that we could get to that. We wanted to go a couple weeks ago, but with the hurricane and everything, it all got delayed. So wanted to make sure that we held our promise and were able to get it done on this day. All right, grocery order just came in. Very random. Mainly, I make the kids eat down their snacks till they're pretty much gone. So it's a lot of snacky stuff. So we have cereal, honey buns, cheddar ruffles, Tostitos. I had 2 jars of salsa, but Bjorn accidentally dropped the bag while coming inside. So I'm gonna have to pick up salsa again. Chicken, some brown gravy mix, some chicken broth, some onion soup mix. This must have been like a free gift because I definitely did not order that, but we'll see. Heavy whipping cream, cinnamon toast. I really want to do oysters one of these nights, so I got some crackers, plus it's good with soup. Mozzarella sticks. Alright, this substitute doesn't make any sense. I ordered a 3-pack of steaks, and they sent me 1 New York strip. This one steak will not feed my entire family. Oh, ice cream for the kids. I love these Tyson crispy chicken strips just for like real quick meals. So I always have these just on hand when I'm like, didn't plan dinner and we need something. Pizzas for the kids. This is another thing I like to just keep in my freezer so that if we need a quick meal, I can do so many things with that. I can do marinara sauce, I can do a cream sauce, I can do all sorts of things. And then Eggo waffles for the kids as well. And then I was out of vinegar, so I did that. And what you don't see on the table is I also got dog food and diapers, but groceries are getting so expensive nowadays, though. Like, I feel like this isn't a crazy amount. Now, mind you, yes, diapers and dog food also. But it was like close to $300 for this grocery order. Oh, and I did get some sodas. But still, it's mind-boggling. But at least the kids will be happy they have snacks again in the house.
Tell me how and I'll do it, babe. 'Cause I just wanna make you feel what I do about you. So just tell me how and I'll do it, babe. I love it when you whisper in my ear, words only meant for me to hear. Promise that your secret's safe with me. You're the only reason, yes, you're the only reason. Baby, you're the answer to my prayers. Feeling like the world's in our hands. Now I know that this is meant to be. You're the only reason, yes, you're the only reason I'm free.
I have to say, this was one of the first times, at least with this Walmart, that I got substitutes that I wasn't thrilled with. And I know it depends on the shopper. However, I did decide that instead of going out and buying more steaks for steak dinner one night, I have a ton of fresh vegetables in the fridge right now. So I think I'm just going to cut up a bunch of vegetables and make a steak stir fry with it. So I will make it work. I'm not horribly worried about it, but I was just like in shock. Like, this doesn't make sense. And actually, the pizzas were a substitute also. I got pepperoni pizzas, and it was a different brand, and they substituted it with that cheese pizza. And I was like, well, this is kind of odd also. So the reason I get a lot of this portion of the cleaning always done in the morning is every morning I will go and get Bobby and I coffee. It's actually just a little routine of mine. I really enjoy it. Let me know, especially if you're a stay-at-home mom, if you enjoy those just car rides all by yourself where you just have like your radio going on, relaxing, like thinking to yourself with all the kids in the background. I actually always enjoy my little morning drive.
You told me you believe in something and you said you're done pretending that fate is patient. Go run away, get it out of your system. Come back when you're older. Go find a place where you can't be the victim. And come back when you're older. Go catch the storm within your broken bones. And be wild, 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 wild.
Cleaning the sink is my favorite chore, which can seem super silly, but I absolutely love the sink. I'm going to love it even more next week when I have my new counters. But I love cleaning the sink. As much as I hate laundry is the amount I love cleaning my kitchen sink.
Feel that this is your beginning. Will colors fade, but it's okay. There is good in changes. Go run away, get it out of your system. Come back when you're older. Go find a place where you can't be the victim. And come back when you're older. Go catch the storm within your broken bones and be wild, wild.
So to clean the counters, I just use thieves cleaner pretty much on everything. However, I will say I'm super happy because at Lowe's the other day, I saw they had the Method Wood for Good, and I have gone without the Method Wood for Good for months because I haven't been able to find it and I was all out. I picked up 2 right away when I was at Lowe's because I love that stuff so much. And you actually will see me using it later to clean off Freya's dresser. And this smell, if you've never tried the Method Wood for Good, definitely try it because it smells amazing. Like, I didn't know how much I missed it. And then after I was done in the kitchen, moved on to Freya's room. I was really excited to finally get this organization project done. I'd actually had these shelves for a while and just didn't have, 1, the motivation, and 2, the time to get it done. So on this day, it was finally time to tackle it. And I'm really, really glad I did because you're going to notice once I had it all done, like Freya really was happy to have her room clean and organized. She's been playing so much better in it, so it was definitely worth it. She was my little helper this entire project, just around helping and playing and all the things. She recently has also been super obsessed with baby dolls. So I just recently got her one of those babies that look more lifelike, not like the baby alive ones, but the more realistic ones, and she is so cute with it. I definitely think she is ready to be a big sister, which for a while we weren't sure how she would react to another baby in the house, but she has been super lovey and cute with her baby dolls.
Now you're saying you care about me, so why do I feel cold?
So it wasn't originally my plan to take off Freya's doors. However, the bifolding doors constantly would open actually just like this, where they would swing all the way open instead of folding, and they just got in the way. And I just figured this would be a lot easier, one, for her to get at her toys and everything, and two, just to make this room feel more open and clean and everything. So I had Bobby take them off. We still may replace them in the future. We do save them. We're not getting rid of them. But I just wanted to take them off, and I was definitely glad I made this decision. I think in the end, it turns out really, really well and gives her so much like extra play area in this room.
So today I am going to try and tackle the fourth bedroom, aka Cambriea calls this the nursery, but there ain't no baby, so it's the fourth bedroom. We've had all these tools and stuff out because we've been doing so much home projects, but now we're kind of trickling down on big projects, so it's time for all this stuff to get put away. And yeah, so quite a bit. Now some of this stuff is just decor. We just haven't hung it yet. Cambriea is saving that for a project. This should be fun. Some of the stuff just needs to get out of here. Point blank. Some stuff, like this stuff, needs to go back to IKEA. It's stuff we didn't use when we did the cabinets, so I'm gonna try and make this look pretty. Less crap. Yeah.
Tell me why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now I'm feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long. Tell me.
This is definitely the situation of divide and conquering. Bobby took on this project, which this was no small feat for him to go through all this. We just decided it really was one of those things of we're not grabbing for these tools on the daily anymore. It made sense when we were doing so much that we were literally looking for these more common things on a regular basis, but we have finally gotten to a point where just putting everything away where it needs to be makes it a lot easier. Now, the other thing to keep in mind when you're taking on big projects like this, don't worry about when putting it away to put it away perfectly organized. Just put it where it belongs. I know a lot of the stuff that Bobby put away, I'm going to have to go and organize out those cabinets. But it's taking one big project and turning them into a bunch of small, not stressful, manageable project. So the stuff he put in the laundry room closet, I know one day I can just organize the closet or just organize the cabinet, and it's a lot less overwhelming. Plus you get a project done a lot faster. A lot of people will try and clean, let's say, the kitchen, and they know there's stuff that belongs upstairs or in the bedroom or somewhere else in the house, and if you just go put it where it belongs and finish what you started, trust me, it will make life a lot less stressful. You'll actually get a lot more done, and not feel like you're kind of working in circles.
Tell me, why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now I'm feeling lost without you, and I just can't be.
After doing a quick little mopping in here, didn't need anything crazy, I was ready to put in the bins. I wanted these in place. That way, one, they weren't just sitting in her room, but then I could start visualizing how I wanted to organize this out. Now, this is a very rough organization today. I can definitely go back in and organize these bins even further. But once again, with it being such a massive project, it's a lot easier to do a rough organization and come back and tweak it later when you're not overwhelmed anymore, rather than trying to do it absolutely Pinterest perfect the first time. So sometimes if it's just throwing like items together and then you go in a week later and do a more detailed job, it's worth it. It's worth taking that pressure off of yourself. And for me, like it was a lot. We still had so many boxes from moving. You see, these were our moving boxes that were still in her closet. So I was just going through, organizing it out to the best of my ability, and then also making sure that anything that was broken or I knew she didn't play with anymore, that I was putting back actually into this Home Depot bin for donations or trash or anything like that.
I'm sorry for the way that I say things. You know I never meant to break things. I just need one more chance to say it like this. Don't leave me back, 'cause now I see it clear. Don't leave me, all I want is to be here. Don't go, 'cause all I need is
I thought it was super sweet. As I was organizing this out, Bjorn ends up coming in and offering to help, which was a huge help because like some of these toys, like I didn't know exactly what they went with. So he was able to help me out with that. Some of these bins I'm putting in Freya's room for now, but will actually end up going into the boys' room. So like this bin of Roblox toys. Now she does play with them all the time with Bjorn. But they are actually the boys' toys. I'm just waiting until I do the boys' room and organize it out before I put it into their room. I figured for now this works, and when I go in and do their room, I can change it out.
I'm in my spirit smoking, catching my breath. I can feel my skin burning. You light the fire in me, got no regrets.
Here you can definitely see a bit more of an overview of what we were working with. So I had 3 Home Depot moving boxes. I had a black bin. I had her Lego bin. There was so much to go through. So I, once again, was super grateful that Bjorn was helping. Xander ended up coming in later and helping. And then obviously Bobby was working in that 4th bedroom. Projects like this can definitely get overwhelming for anyone. So any little extra help definitely will help ease that like craze.
So got everything all organized. These big boxes are not staying. They got to go back to the vendor. But got the doors from Freya's closet, from Freya's room. Just storing them in here temporarily. Got, that's for our pool area, and then we got all that is gonna go in our built-ins that we're gonna put in the dining room. We got all our decor. What I wanted to do with this all is try to get it so you can look at it and start like just grabbing instead of it like being piled up. So that was the point of this. Empty bins, organizers that Cambria's gonna use, baby mattress, and yeah, so the room's pretty clean. We're gonna have the vacuum, the robot vac come in and vacuum this thing. I don't know what he's doing. He's messing around or something out here. Oh, see, he's right here. He's gonna go in there and clean, hopefully. If he figured out what he's doing, I don't know. But that's the room. Oh, and then that ceiling fan. We're gonna take this fan out. We're gonna donate that to Habitat. And I wanna put this fan in, which originally was in the kitchen. So that we'll clean up, put up here, because I think the white's gonna go better with this room. And yep, see, now he's gonna vacuum. So room's getting cleaned up. A lot of this stuff went into our, now that we have the cabinets that used to be in the kitchen, the old originals are in the laundry room. A lot of that stuff went in there. There's some stuff that went in the garage, all the tools, stuff like that. So that's where a lot of the stuff went. And then some was just junk that we decided, hey, we're gonna donate. Well, I wouldn't call it junk. Donations, or stuff that needed just to be thrown out because it either got wrecked or whatnot during the move. So this is what we got left. So see, there he goes. He's doing his thing. So that's the fourth bedroom, aka Cambria calls it the nursery. All done. At least done.
A couple 100 miles away, denying that something has changed. You're blaming me, too complicated, but I will never stay the same. So I will drive and drive and drive and drive, baby, just so I can make it through the night. Yeah, I will drive and drive and drive and drive.
This dresser had gotten extra crazy because if you remember when it was in the family room, we were using it as a temporary TV stand. Whenever I asked the kids to clean up the toys, they ended up just throwing them all into this dresser. So I wanted to go through and just organize and get it all out of here. That way I can use it for the regular stuff that I use a dresser for. Now, for Freya, most of her clothes are hung up. And as you can see, we don't have a crazy amount of clothes. I don't go crazy with the kids because they grow out of clothes so fast. I've never seen a point to have, like, more clothes for my kids than I even have for myself. So usually I'll keep diapers and wipes, and then things like her tights, her pants, her shorts, stuff like that in the dresser. But there's not a ton of clothes. 90% of her clothing I do try to hang up, and I like that because I can then see it. Even her pajamas, I like hanging them up. I can see everything she has. It's easy to pull out things that she's grown out of. I've always just found that a lot easier. I do the same with the boys. Most of their clothes are hung up except for pants, shorts. Their pajamas, they do put in their drawers, but they're also older at this point. And like I said, I just find that a lot easier. You can see what they have. You can easily pull what doesn't fit anymore. And I don't go through that whole thing of buying something and them never wearing it because you can't see it stuffed back into the back of a dresser drawer.
Talk about what's on our minds, yeah. Talk about what's on our minds, yeah. Talk about.
So originally I was just going to leave the Legos in this pink bin. However, I decided to put them into this cube organizer, and my thought was if Freya wanted to play with Legos, she could pull out just one cube and not dump this entire bin. But then they still have the option that if they're making something bigger, that they can pull out more than one cube. I'm really just trying to cut down on the extreme mess that comes with Freya's bedroom, especially when Bjorn is home from school, because he is the best brother and loves playing with her, but the two of them make massive messes. So I'm hoping that this will just help keep the mess down a little bit better. So that is why I ended up taking all the Legos out of here and ended up filling 4 different bins with Legos. But like I said, this way they can take a bin out at a time, and if they need more, they can take another bin, but it's not the entire container being dumped all over the floor. And even though the kids normally clean up their mess, let's be honest, if mess is overwhelming to us, think of how much more overwhelming it is as a kid. Like, I remember being a kid looking at my closet, which was always a disaster, and just being so overwhelmed by the mess. So I'm also trying to keep that in mind of making it easier for them to maintain. And then they also play better. They play so much better in a clean, organized space rather than toys and clutter everywhere. That is also why I'm a very firm believer of decluttering kids' toys on a regular basis. And I start my kids out young, so they never even question it. It's usually right around the birthdays and holidays that we do it. And I let them know that it's going to go to other boys and girls that want it and make room for Santa.
Trying to find a light to keep this fire alive. Oh, baby, you and we can't deny this fire. Oh, this fire. I'm drowning in your arms. Still, I want it all. 'Cause I deny it. Deny it. Drowning in your arms. Still, I want it all. 'Cause I deny it. We're no good for each other.
So that middle drawer pretty much completely got filled with bows for Freya. I had a slight addiction when she was first born with getting her bows, and I haven't bought any more. I have broke that habit, but she has a lot of them. And then I also put all of her baby blankets in the bottom drawer. I don't save all the kids' baby blankets, but any of the handmade ones, you'll notice all of these are either knit or crocheted type blankets that I am putting in here. I obviously keep all of those because they all have more of a sentimental meaning to them.
Surrounded by all those butterflies, suddenly they flew right in my heart. Must have looked like a living piece of art. From that moment I knew that it would be you. Yeah, from that moment I knew it could only be you. I wrote your name up on my wall, circled in an arrow heart. Somehow you made me feel whole. I wouldn't have to be alone. No, I would never be alone. No, I would never be alone.
You'll also notice here pretty quickly that Freya absolutely loved the new setup of her room. I put all of the toys that she plays with most often and the bigger toys on top, and she right away went for them and started playing. Actually, at the very end, you'll see it was really cute. I'll let you wait till the end to see it. But I'm just dusting off her room, doing a finishing touch. If I'm going to go through this much work, I like to make sure everything is looking very nice before I leave the room. So dusting, making the bed, little stuff like that. That way I feel like I completed an entire project, even though the rest of the house might have gotten a little bit more neglected. And I definitely need to do a lot more tidying at the end of the night.
Came along, and from that moment I knew that it would be you. Yeah, from that moment I knew it could only be you. I want your name up on my wall, circled in an arrow heart. Somehow you make me feel whole.
This robot vacuum is always a lifesaver to when I am just done and exhausted. I send it in to finish the job. Makes my life so much easier. But I do also love the vacuum lines it leaves behind. Watch out, it's coming! So finally all done. I threw a sweatshirt on because I'm cold. As you can see, Freya enjoys her room being all set up now. She fell asleep playing with all of her toys. But I am very, very happy with the way the closet turned out. Still plenty of room for the clothes and stuff. These are the toys she grabs for the most, so them sitting right on top worked really well for her. And then there are some bins in here that will end up in the boys' bedroom, like the Roblox bin, stuff like that. But I have to do their closet first. So, but taking the doors off just gives her all that extra space to just play and grab what she wants. I'm going to do something up there. I don't know what. Probably just add bins for more storage. And then some of her bigger toys can fit on that side. But these cube organizers are really, really nice. I have the same ones to go into the boys' room. So maybe tomorrow I'll tackle their room. But this alone was a big project. Luckily, the kids were helping me. And then Bobby, as you saw, was working on the fourth bedroom. But hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe, all the things. I'm gonna go relax, but I'll see you next time. Bye.